Hello guys, today we will do the electrons based on capacitor. Examples is given. This is the problems based on NCERT book. Capacitor C1 100 picofarad, C2 200 picofarad, C3 again 200 picofarad and C4 100 farad, and these are connected with 300 volt source. We have to find the potential across C1, C2, C3 and C4 as well as charge on this capacitor. So before finding the potential across each capacitor, let us find the equivalent capacitance of this grouping of capacitor. So it is very clear that C2 and C3, these two are connected in series. So first you find the equivalent of this two, C2 and C3. So in series grouping formula is CS equal to C2 into C3 by C2 plus C3. So C2 and C3 value as given 200 picofarad into 200 picofarad divided by 200 plus 200 400 picofarad. On solving it you will get 100 picofarad. So this 2 becomes 100 picofarad, and this is 100 picofarad and this is again 100 picofarad. These two are again connected in parallel. So find the equivalent of this C1 and CS. C1 is 100 and CS is again 100. So these two are connected in parallel. So in parallel grouping equivalent is CP equal to C1 plus CS. So 100 plus 100, that is 200. So you are getting this value up to here, you are getting 200 picofarad. So equivalent circuit diagram is made here. This is the C4, this is C4 and this is coming 200 picofarad. So this is 200 picofarad. Again C4 and this CP again are connected in series. So again you have to find out their equivalent capacitance. So use the again same formula. Let series grouping CS1 equal to C4 into CP. This is C4, this is CP. C4 into CP by C4 plus CP. So 100 into 200 divided by 100 plus 200, 300. So you are getting 200 by 3 picofarad. This is the equivalent capacitance of this grouping of capacitor. Now you have to find the potential across C4 and CP. These two are connected with a 300 volt potential. So let the potential across C4 is V1, potential across CP is V2. So first you find out V1. So V1, use the formula V1 equal to CP divided by C4 plus CP into total potential V. So this is 200 C4 and CP. C4 100 and CP 200. So this is 300. So this is 300 into total potential 300. So you are getting 200 volt. Potential across C4 is 200 volt. Similarly, find the potential across CP. That potential is represented V2. So find out V2. So V2 equal to this potential across CP is coming 200 and total potential is 300. So this potential will be 300 minus 200. So that will be 100 volt. So you are getting the potential across CP and across C4 also. Now see CP. How you are getting the value of CP? CP is the combination of these two, these three. CP is the combination of these three, and this combination potential CP is coming, this value is 100 volt. So this potential is 100 volt. So if this potential is 100 volt, it means potential across C1 will be also 100 volt and potential across this 2 will be also 100 volt. So potential across C1, you find the potential across C1, that is 100 volt, and potential across C2 and C3. Again use the same formula here. C2 and C3, the total potential C2 C3 is 100 volt. Find out this potential V1 and this potential V2. So V1 equal to, use the again formula, C3 by C2 plus C3 into V. So that is C3 value, this is 200 picofarad, and this is 200 plus 200, 400 picofarad into total potential is 100 volt. So this is 100. So if you solve it, you will get 50 volt. So potential across C2 is 50 volt, and potential across C3, if this is 100, this is 50, so another will be also 50 volt. So this is 100 minus 50 volt. So potential across C2 and C3 is also 50 volt. Potential across C1 you are getting 100 volt. Potential across C4 you are getting 200 volt. Potential across this one you are getting 100 volt. So potential across all this capacitor you will get by this process. And after then, if you are getting the potential, capacitor are given, you can find out charge. So charge across C1. Suppose you have to find the charge across C1. So charge equal to capacitance into potential. Capacitance is 100. This is 100 picofarad, and potential across C1. Potential across C1 is 100 volt. This is 100 volt. So this is 100. So you are getting, this is 10 power 4 picofarad, means 10 power minus 12. So that becomes 10 power minus 8 coulomb. So in this way you will get the charge across each capacitor, C2, C3, C4, because capacitance and potential both are given. No doubt on this. Similarly, now you do the energy loss. Energy loss in a capacitor. Energy loss. Energy loss in a capacitor. Let two capacitor of capacitance C1 and potential V1, another capacitor of capacitance C2, potential V2. So charge on this capacitor, charge Q1 equal to C1 V1, and here charge Q2 equal to C2 V2, and after then both the capacitor are connected together. These two are connected with a conducting wire. So there will be flow of charge between these two capacitors, and it will continue unless the potential across both capacitor becomes equal. So let a common potential is V, and during this process total charge remains constant. So now this charge charge after joining. Charge after joining. Total capacitance C1 plus C2 and V. This is the common potential. And during this process, charge remains constant. Charge remains constant because it conserves the charge. It means total charge before connecting the wire and total charge after connecting remains constant. So total charge is C1 V1 plus this is C2 V2 and after connection C1 plus C2 into V. So from here you find out V equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2. So this is the common potential. This is the common potential. After finding the common potential, find the energy. Energy of this capacitor. Energy of this capacitor U1 equal to half C1 V1 square. Here also energy U2 equal to half C2 V2 square. And energy after joining half C1 plus C2 into V square. So when the two wires are connected together, so the energy loss, here you find energy loss. So energy loss means the total energy before connection, that is half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square minus the energy after connection, that is half C1 plus C2 into V square, where V is the common potential. Now put the value of V. So that is half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square minus half C1 plus C2 into V square. V is the common potential. This is the common potential. So this is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2 whole square. Now solve this value. After solving, you will get this value will get C1 into C2 by 2 C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2 whole square. So this is the energy loss in a capacitor. So energy loss delta U equal to C1 into C2 by 2 C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2 whole square, where C1 C2 are the capacitance of two capacitor, V1 V2 are the potential of capacitor 1 and 2. So energy loss will be like that. So this is the energy loss in a capacitor. Similarly, you can find the now find the capacitance of a spherical capacitor. This is a spherical capacitor. This is the capacitor of radius R1 and another capacitor whose radius is R2. So when the charge is given to this capacitor, then here another charge is over there, is the positive charge, and then R3. This is the R3. So find the potential. Potential of inner sphere is potential of inner sphere. Inner sphere V1 equal to, use the formula K Q. Let Q be the charge. So K Q by R1. This is the potential. Similarly, potential of outer sphere V2 equal to KQ by R2. So total potential difference V2 minus V1 delta V. So that is KQ 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1. So this is KQ R1 minus R2 by R1 R2. This is the potential. You have to find out the capacitance. So use the formula for capacitance C equal to Q by V. So here Q is the charge and potential. This is the potential KQ by R1 minus R2 by R1 R2. So Q cancelled. So this is R1 R2 by K and R1 minus R2. So this is the capacitance of a spherical capacitor where K equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Or you can, if you put the value of K, then you will write or C equal to 4 pi epsilon naught R1 R2 by R1 minus R2. So this is the capacitance for air, C naught. This is for air. If a space between the two capacitors are air. So if for a medium, for a dielectric medium, capacitance will be C equal to Kc naught. That equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into K R1 R2 by R1 minus R2, where K equal to dielectric constant. K is the dielectric constant. So this is the capacitance of a spherical capacitor. Similarly, you do the capacitance of cylindrical capacitor. Capacitance of cylindrical capacitor. Capacitance of cylindrical capacitor. Like this is a cylindrical capacitor of radius R1 and this is the outer capacitor, a cylinder of radius R2. When the positive charge is given to this capacitor, here negative charge will be there, and if it is earth. So now you know the relation between potential gradient and electric field. Potential gradient dV by dr. This is the potential gradient and this will be equivalent to electric field. This is equivalent to electric field E. So E equal to, you know the formula, minus dV by dr. Therefore dV equal to minus E dr. So V equal to minus integration E dr. And dr value lies from R1 to R2. So this is R1 to R2. Put the value of E, where E equal to, E is the electric field and electric field value is in a that value you will get it from the Gauss application of Gauss theorem. Electric field due to a line charge. That value is lambda by 2 pi r epsilon naught. So use this formula here, that V equal to minus R1 to R2, and this is lambda by 2 pi r epsilon naught dr. So integrated this value minus lambda by V equal to minus lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught, and this is integration 1 by r1 to r2 dr. So this is equal to minus lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught, and this is ln, and this is r1 to r2. So that value is minus lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught, and this is ln r2 by r1. So if you put the minus, that becomes lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught and ln r1 by r2. So this is the potential, and after that put the value of lambda. Lambda equal to q by L. So 2 pi L epsilon naught ln r2 by r1 by r2. This is the potential, and after then find the capacitance. So capacitance, use the formula C equal to capacitance C equal to Q by V. So that value will be Q by V. V value is Q by 2 pi L epsilon naught ln r1 by r2. So Q cancel. So you are getting C equal to 2 pi L epsilon naught by ln r1 by r2. So this is the capacitance of capacitor. This is the capacitance of cylindrical capacitor.